Welcome to our 14th 2025 Bowman Draft Jumbo Break. Let me get you guys our next iteration linked up in the chat here, which is number 16. 15 is sold out. Let me see if I scheduled that one. So there's 16. Sunday, March 1st at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the date for Jumbo 15. Alright. So for today's break, we have Francisco with the Orioles, Rangers, and Dodgers. Michael M. has the Red Sox, Tigers, Marlins, Mets, and Giants. Kirk D. has the Yankees, as well as the Phillies. Joe T. has the Rays, Angels, Cubs, Diamondbacks. John A. has the Jays. John I. has the White Sox, and somebody, the Pirates. Brian H. has the Guardians and the Braves. Wait, hold on, different person. Brian H. No, you have the Guardians and the Rockies. Christian has the Royals and Nats. Brandon H. has the Twins. Ronnie has the Astros and the Reds. Brian H. has the A's and the Braves. Nick R. has the Mariners. Andrew K. has the Brewers. Bruce B. has the Cardinals. Joshua C. has the Padres. Alright, let's get off this autofocus because it is not doing good things. And into the box here. You lost audio? Really? I see it on my end showing up. At least in my OBS. I hear sounds from my mic on my preview stream. Alright, let's get... Nope, I definitely hear audio, so... Looks like that might be on your end. Alright, we have Slade Caldwell for the D-backs. Brady Abel, first for the Brewers. Tony Skuzman, first for the Pirates. Jamie Arnold, first for the A's. Christian Fouch, first for the Red Sox. Max Bellew, first for the Rockies. Cheng Senko, Dodgers. Dominic Reed, first for the Cubs. Rock Riggio, Rockies. Cody Bowker, first for the Phillies. Leo DeVries, A's. Landon Hodge, first for the White Sox. Bryce Cunningham, Yankees. Reynaldo Rodriguez, Cardinals. Joshua Flores, first for the Brewers. Easton Carmichael, first for the Pirates. Walker Jenkins, Twins. Ethan Frey, first for the Astros. Aaron Escobar, Phillies. James Ellinger, first for the Twins. And something interesting, it's a gold prize prospects. So this will be of 50. It'll be A's Jamie Arnold. That'll be for Brian. Oh, we also have a steel parallel behind that. And that's the Braves. That's also going to Brian of J.R. Ritchie, 88 of 100. So both Brian's teams right away. Your feed? Yep, that's what I thought. Alrighty, 50 and of 100. Alright, there's Chrome Connor Griffin for the Pirates. Riley Kelly, first for the Rockies for Brian. J.J. Weatherholt, Cardinals. Cade Crossan, first for the Cardinals for Bruce. Johnny Formello, Mariners. Mason McConaughey, first for the Rangers for Francisco. Arjun Nimila for the Jays. Prize prospect. We have Ike Irish for the Orioles for Francisco. Refractor first. There's Eli Willits, #1 overall. That'll be for Christian. And then Walker Janik, refractor for the Stros. That's for Ronnie. It's only the second Willits refractor I've pulled in our 14 breaks. Trevor Cohen, first for the Giants. Carson Bench, Mets. Brian Curley, first for the D-backs. Spencer Jones, Yankees. Antonio Jimenez, first for the Mets. Joshua Gonzalez, Giants. Michael Lombardi, first for the Royals. Travis Bazzana, Guardians. Aaron Watson, first for the Reds. Franklin Arias, Red Sox. Caden Bodine, first for the Orioles. Cameron Nelson, first for the Rockies. Ike Irish, first for the Orioles. Cameron Maldonado, first for the Giants. Dax Kilby, first for the Yankees. Ryan Waldschmidt, Diamondbacks. Eli Willits, first for the Nats. Travis Sikora, Nats. Briggs McKenzie, first for the Braves. Joshua Kuroda-Grauer, A's. AJ Russell, first for the Rangers. James Tibbs for the Dodgers. And our Chrome. Alright. Slade Caldwell for the Diamondbacks. First round Brady Abel for the Brewers for Andrew. Adonis Guzman, first for the Pirates, for John. Jamie Arnold, first rounder for the A's, for Brian. Nick Becker, first for the Mariners, for Nick. Hagen Smith, White Sox. Something's stuck here. These two cards are stuck together. We have a first of Tanner Franklin for the Cardinals, for Bruce. On draft night, we have Xavier Nyans of the Houston Astros. That'll be for Ronnie. Refractor J.R. Ritchie for the Braves, for Brian, and Refractor first Mason Peters for the Mariners, for Nick. Diamondbacks Slade Caldwell. Brady Abel, first for the Brewers. Adonis Guzman, first for the Pirates. Jamie Arnold, first for the A's. Christian Fouch, first for the Red Sox. Nate George, Orioles. Joseph Zira, first for the Orioles. Tyson Lewis, Reds. Max Bellew, first for the Rockies. Cheng Sen Ko, Dodgers. Dominic Reed, first for the Cubs. Arhu Nimala, Jays. Quentin Young, first for the Twins. Jackson Wiggins, Cubs. Chase Shores, first for the Angels. Cam Caminiti, Braves. Felon Celestin, Mariners. Kevin Keelan, first for the Giants. Sean Episcope, first for the Brewers. Tate Suthasine, first for the Braves. Corbin Dickerson, first for the Mariners. And a purple first auto, Detroit Tigers. Jordan Yost. That's a nice first round pick auto. And that'll be for Michael. I don't know. Been a lot of non-numbered autos we've been getting lately. So it's nice to see a numbered first round auto. Feels like I don't even remember having one, honestly. Chrome first, Josiah Hartshorn for the Cubs, for Joe. Steele Hall, first rounder for the Reds, for Ronnie. CJ Gray, first for the Angels, for Joe. Ryan Mitchell, first for the Cardinals, for Bruce. Jake Monroe, first for the Angels, for Joe. Theo Gillen for the Rays. Dean Livingston, first for the D-backs, for Joe. Bowman Draft Night, Tate Suthasine, Atlanta Braves. That'll be for Brian. And Refractor, Theron Lorenzo, Detroit Tigers. For Michael, Refractor first, Brian Curley for the D-backs. That'll be for Joe. Alright, Cameron Miller, first for the Royals. Connor Griffin, Pirates. Riley Kelly, first for the Rockies. J.J. Weatherholt, Cardinals. Cade Crossland, first for the Cardinals. Luke Dickerson, Nationals. Dean Livingston, first for the Diamondbacks. Theron Lorenzo, Tigers. Dean Moss, first for the Rays. Jose Briseño, Tigers. Malachi Witherspoon, first for the Tigers. Jared Thomas, Rockies. Sean Youngerman, first for the Phils. Cade Obermueller, first for the Phils. Charlie Condon, Rockies. Mason Neville, first for the Reds. Yelfran Castillo, Rangers. Dakota Jordan, Giants. Ryan Weidman, first for the Padres. Esmerin Valdez, Pirates. Aaron Walton, first for the Guardians. Max Clark for the Tigers. And we have our Chrome. Carson Bench, New York Mets. Brian Curley, first for the D-backs, for Joe. Spencer Jones, Yankees. Antonio Jimenez, first for the Mets, for Michael. Malachi Witherspoon, first for the Tigers, for Michael. Jared Thomas, Rockies. Brandon Compton, first for the Marlins, for Michael. Prize Prospects. Travis Bazzana of the Cleveland Guardians. That'll be for Brian. Refractor Jose Briseño for the Tigers for Michael. And refractor first Antonio Jimenez for the Mets. That'll be for Michael. Third rounder for Jimenez. Alright, Jefferson Rojas, Cubs. Zach Root, first for the Dodgers. J.D. Dix, D-backs. Casey Cunningham, first for the D-backs. Josiah Hartshorn, first for the Cubs. Ethan Hedges, first for the Rockies. Thomas White, Marlins. Jack Gurevich, first for the Cardinals. George Lombard Jr., Yankees. Nolan Schubert, first for the Guardians. Cash Mayfield, Padres. Jesus Medee, Brewers. Justin Lampkin, first for the Royals. Riendel Ricardo, Royals. Nate Snead, first for the Angels. Ty Harvey, first for the Padres. Tyler Brenmer, first for the Angels. Michael Salina, first for the Padres. Johnny Slowinski, first for the Angels. Cooper Pratt for the Brewers. And we have a yellow reptilian, which will be of 75. And it is of A's. Tommy White, 6 of 75. That'll be going to Brian. Oh, we have an auto behind that. Our auto is a base auto of first round Gage Wood for the Phillies. Very nice. That'll be for Kirk. Our yellow, Tommy White was a second rounder, 40th overall, high second round pick in 2024. Alright, Yohanny Morales, Nationals. JT Quinn, first for the Orioles for Francisco. Walker Janik, Astros. JD Thompson, first for the Brewers for Andrew. Vikram Eli Willits, first overall for the Nationals for Christian. Caleb Blaze, first for the Tigers for Michael. Gage Wood, first rounder for the Phillies for Kirk. Naxos Caden Bodine for the Orioles for Francisco. Refractor Jared Thomas for the Rockies for Brian. And refractor first Miguel Semi Jr. for the Nats for Christian. Fourth rounder. Alright, Steele Hall, first for the Reds. CJ Gray, first for the Angels. Ryan Mitchell, first for the Cardinals. Caleb Boner, White Sox. Murph Gray, first for the Pirates. Edgardo Quintero, Dodgers. Gustavo Melendez, first for the Pirates. Malcolm Moore, Rangers. Kyle Odisi, first for the White Sox. Mike Sirota, Dodgers. Dean Curley, first for the Guardians. Kevin McGonigal, Tigers. Rand Sloan, Mariners. Colin Yeaman, first for the Orioles. Carlos Lagrange, Yankees. Billy Carlson, first for the White Sox. Tim Piacentine, first for the Jays. Jacob Morrison, first for the Brewers. Dante Nori, Phillies. Ben Jacobs, first for the Tigers. Sammy Stafura, Pirates. Dominic Fritton, first for the Rays. And our Chrome. We'll start off with Alfredo Duno of the Reds. JB Middleton, first for the Rockies for Brian. Shotaro Mori, A's. Riley Quick, first rounder for the Twins for Brandon. Grant Richardson, first for the A's for Brian. First round Charles Davalan for the Dodgers for Francisco. Tommy White for the A's. In action will be J.J. Weatherholt of the Cardinals. And that one will be for Bruce. Refractors, we have first, second rounder, Brandon Compton for the Marlins for Michael. And Sebastian Walcott for the Rangers for Francisco. For 6 overall pick, Compton. Here's our Weatherholt. Got Davalan. He was 41. Really quick. Alright, Liam Doyle, first for the Cardinals. Peter Crusoe, first for the Mets. Max Williams, first for the Marlins. Andrew Salas, Marlins. Anthony Addison, first for the Red Sox. Elian Pena, Mets. Rock Rizzo, Rockies. Cody Bowker, first for the Phillies. Leo DeVries, A's. Jake Monroe, first for the Angels. Theo Gillen, Rays. Michael Oliveto, first for the Tigers. Joshua Lugo, Angels. Gavin Fien, first for the Rangers. Matt Barr, first for the Twins. Cade Anderson, first for the Mariners. Jake Cook, first for the Jays. Luis Pena, Brewers. Cody Miller, first for the Braves. Aiden Miller, Phillies. Landon Vidoric, first for the Dodgers. And Sky Blue, Aiden Miller. $4.99, it's at 83, $4.99. And that'll be for Kirk. Alright, we have a chrome Caleb Bonham for the White Sox. Murph Gray, first for the Pirates for John. Ricardo Quintero, Dodgers. Trevor Cohen, first for the Giants for Michael. Theron Lorenzo, Tigers. Dean Moss, first for the Rays for Joe. Jose Briseño, Tigers. Access insert will be Walker Jenkins for the Twins. That'll be for Brandon. Refractor first, Dean Moss for the Rays for Joe. And refractor Spencer Jones for the Yankees for Kirk. Dean Moss, so the second rounder for the Rays. Alright, we have Joshua Gonzalez, Giants. Miguel Samay Jr., first for the Nats. Sebastian Walcott, Rangers. Mason Peters, first for the Mariners. Yohani Morales, Nats. JT Quinn, first for the Orioles. Kiden Bodine, first for the Orioles. Cameron Nelson, first for the Rockies. Kyson Witherspoon, first for the Red Sox. Connor Essenberg, first for the Braves. Seth Hernandez, first for the Pirates. Hagen Smith, White Sox. Tanner Franklin, first for the Cardinals. Blake Mitchell, Royals. Griffin Hughes, first for the Mariners. Bryce Cunningham, Yankees. Matthew Fisher, first for the Phillies. JoJo Parker, first for the Jays. Aiden West, first for the Dodgers. Devin Taylor, first for the A's. Enrique Bradfield Jr. for the Orioles. And an X-Fractor of Quentin Young. Nice one there. Second rounder. High second rounder for the Twins. That'll be for Brandon. 54th overall. Alright, we have a chrome first of Strawn Episcope for the Brewers for Andrew. First round Tate Soothasine for the Braves for Brian. These ones are cut a bit high. A lot of room down here, not so much up here. Corbin Dickerson first for the Mariners for Nick. Jake Cook first for the Jays for John. Max Bellew first for the Rockies for Brian. Shanks & Co. Dodgers. Dominic Reed first for the Cubs. And an access will be Arjun Nimala for the Jays. That'll be for John A. Refractor Theo Gillen of the Rays for Joe. And refractor first Trevor Cohen of the Giants, who's the third round pick for Michael. Alright, Walker Janik, Astros. J.D. Thompson, first for the Brewers. Alfredo Duno, Reds. J.B. Middleton, first for the Rockies. Shotaro Mori, A's. Riley Quick, first for the Twins. Pico Cohn, first for the Yankees. Jordan Yost, first for the Tigers. Caleb Wing, first for the Cubs. Josh Heyman, first for the Royals. Grant Richardson, first for the A's. Ethan Petrie, first for the Nats. Landon Hodge, first for the White Sox. Reno Rodriguez, Cardinals. Joshua Flores, first for the Brewers. Johnny Farmello, Mariners. Mason McConaughey, first for the Rangers. Easton Carmichael, first for the Pirates. Walker Jenkins, Twins. Ethan Frey, first for the Astros. Aaron Escobar, Phillies. James Ellinger, first for the Twins. And then our chrome will have Luis Pena for the Brewers. Cody Miller, first for the Braves for Brian. Aiden Miller for the Phillies. First round Kason Cunningham for the D-backs for Joe. Rock Riggio, Rockies. Cody Bowker, first for the Phils for Kirk. And Leo DeVries of the A's. Prize prospects, we have Cade Anderson for the Mariners. That'll be for Nick. Refractor coming up, we have Dean Livingston for the D-backs for Joe. And then Carson Benj for the New York Mets will be for Michael. Kason Cunningham. Alright, we have Nolan Sailors, first for the Royals. Brady Brecht, Rockies. Josh Owens, first for the Rangers. Kalen Culpepper, Twins. Cooper Fleming, first for the Twins, or for the Rays. Brandon Compton, first for the Marlins. J.R. Ritchie, Braves. Sean Gamble, first for the Royals. Luke LaCourse, first for the Angels. Ken Kepley, first for the Cubs. Braden Montgomery, White Sox. Cade Kent, first for the Yankees. Johnny Level, Giants. Tatum Gray, first for the Rays. Jacob Reimer, Mets. Landon Harmon, first for the Nats. Mason Morris, first for the Reds. Eduardo Tate, Twins. Marcus Phillips, first for the Red Sox. Matthew Mura, first for the Cardinals. Ethan Conrad, first for the Cubs. And a blue Rocky will be Max Bellew, 73 of 150. That one belongs to Brian H. He was a second rounder, 74th overall. Pretty nice looking surface on that. 73 of 150. These are out of order, I just realized. We got 75 here, 100, 150. There we go. We have a chrome Joshua Gonzalez for the Giants. Chrome first Miguel Sime Jr. for the Nats for Christian. Sebastian Walcott, Rangers. Mason Peters, first for the Mariners for Nick. J.R. Ritchie, Braves. Sean Gamble, first rounder for the Royals for Christian. Luke LaCourse, first for the Angels for Joe. Sky Blue, we have Ethan Frey of the Astros. If I had to guess, I'd say second rounder. That'll be for Ronnie. Third. Okay. We have a refractor first Malachi Witherspoon for the Tigers for Michael. And refractor Joshua Gonzalez for the Giants for Michael. There's Frey. And Gamble. Still looking for auto number 3. Alright, Miguel Sime Jr., first for the Nats. Sebastian Walcott, Rangers. Mason Peters, first for the Mariners. Yohandy Morales, Nationals. JT Quinn, first for the O's. Walker Janik, Astros. Kyson Witherspoon, first for the Red Sox. Connor Essenberg, first for the Braves. Seth Hernandez, first for the Pirates. Pico Cohn, first for the Yankees. Jordan Yost, first for the Tigers. Caleb Wing, first for the Cubs. Caleb Blaze, first for the Tigers. Gage Wood, first for the Phils. Gabe Davis, first for the White Sox. Charles Davilan, first for the Dodgers. Tommy White, A's. Mitch Voigt, first for the Mets. Tommy Troy, D-backs. Patrick Forbes, first for the D-backs. Gavin Turley, first for the A's. And Xavier Nyans, first for the Astros. And no auto. We have a chrome first of Christian Fouch for the Red Sox for Michael. Liam Doyle, first round pick for the Cardinals for Bruce. Peter Casso, first for the Mets for Michael. Max Williams, first for the Marlins for Michael. Blake Mitchell for the Royals. Griffin Hughes, first for the Mariners for Nick. Bryce Cunningham for the Yankees. And an access of Ike Irish. So we got, I believe, an access of Ike Irish and Caden Bodine. Both for the Orioles for Francisco. Refractor first round Sean Gamble for the Royals for Christian. And Yohandy Morales for the Nats, also for Christian. Put up Bart Doyle. And final pack should have our auto in it. Alright. J.D. Thompson, first for the Brewers. Alfredo Duno, Reds. J.B. Middleton, first for the Rockies. Shotaro Mori, A's. Riley Quick, first for the Twins. Josh Hammond, first for the Royals. Grant Richardson, first for the A's. Ethan Petrie, first for the Nats. Nate George for the Orioles. Joseph Zira, first for the Orioles. Tyson Lewis, Reds. Nick Becker, first for the Mariners. Hagen Smith, White Sox. Tanner Franklin, first for the Cardinals. Blake Mitchell for the Royals. Griffin Hughes, first for the Mariners. Matthew Fisher, first for the Phils. JoJo Parker, first for the Jays. Aiden West, first for the Dodgers. Devin Taylor, first for the A's. Enrique Bradfield Jr. for the O's. And our auto. It's a refractor auto. Detroit Tigers again. It is not Yost. I see different batting gloves. This time, it's Oliveto. Wow, good break for the Tigers. Both first round hitters and both numbered autos. That's pretty crazy. Excellent. Excellent for Michael. And then our other auto is a first round pick pitcher. So we got 3 first round autos today. Chrome Andrew Salas for the Marlins. Anthony Agenson, first for the Red Sox for Michael. Elian Pena for the Mets. Cameron Miller, first for the Royals for Christian. Landon Hodge, first for the White Sox for John. Reynald Rodriguez for the Cardinals. And Joshua Flores, first for the Brewers for Andrew. We have a Jamie Arnold prize prospects to go along with our gold paralleled Jamie Arnold for Brian. Refractor first, Luke LaCourse for the Angels for Joe. And refractor second round pitcher, JT Quinn for the Orioles for Francisco. Alright, let's take a look what we have, everyone. Alright, so pretty good autos today. First up, we got a purple of 250 of first round Jordan Yost for the Detroit Tigers. Refractor of 499, Michael Oliveto, also first rounder for the Detroit Tigers. And then a base auto, first round Gage Wood for the Phillies. For our numbered parallels, we have prize prospects gold of 50 of Jamie Arnold for the A's. We have a yellow reptilian of 75 of Tommy White for the A's. A metal, steel, whatever it's called, of 100, J.R. Ritchie, former first rounder for the Braves. Then we have a blue, I think we said he was a second rounder, of Max Bellew of the Colorado Rockies. We have a sky blue of 499, paper Aiden Miller for the Phillies. We have an X-Fractor of second rounder Quentin Young for the Twins, and a sky blue of third round Ethan Frey for the Astros. We have an in-action insert of J.J. Weatherholt for the Cardinals. We have refractor of number 1 overall pick Eli Willits for the Nets. And another first rounder Sean Gamble of the Kansas City Royals. And then after that we have Antonio Jimenez, I think that's his name, Antonio Jimenez for the New York Mets. I think Brandon Compton of the Marlins, Dean Moss, just making sure I got these right, of the Rays. And I think Trevor Cohen, yes, of the Giants. So I got those all right in my head. That's good. Alright, and for our base curl in the back of first rounders, we got Jamie Arnold for the A's, Brady Abel for the Brewers, Steele Hall for the Reds, Eli Willits for the Nats, Charles Davilan for the Dodgers, Tate Sutasine for the Braves, Kason Cunningham for the D-backs, Sean Gamble for the Royals, and Liam Doyle of the Cardinals. So that'll be all we have for our 14-25 Bowman Draft Jumbo break. Number 15 is sold out, and as I said, that's going to be broken on March 1st. I think at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then number 16 is up for sale right now. I think it's got about half of it left. That's linked in chat, so check that out if interested. And I will get you guys the results tonight as soon as I can. So look out for those, and those will be on the getting shipped out on Monday. So talk to y'all soon. Have a good weekend.